legal expense. She made mention, let me just, my good brother kind of blind in one eye, being cold cocked really in the hood, that's what we call it, by someone who has pigmentation similar to us. But back in the day, we called somebody like that, and I want to remind people, when this incident occurred, I was really struck by a front page picture of this guy, which we call a Negro. We call him a Negro in the fact that he works not for our people, but against our people. In the old days, they call him an Uncle Tom. I've just got to say that. Yeah. Here he is, ironically, the day after a young man, I didn't call him a brother. But on the front page of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, ironically, he's sitting in a wheelchair and being kissed on the forehead by a European. Now, just imagine that as a poster's child picture. Not working for our people. Then just to have the audacity to be pushing buttons that have our first elected African-American president like smoking a joint, like in blackface, purely Uncle Tom. I just gotta call it like it is. And that's why anytime somebody in our community stand up for our community, it behooves us that we gotta stand shoulder to shoulder with the brother. And when I say shoulder to shoulder, this brother is not only facing legal, financial problems, but he has lost his health care. And you know health care costs today in America. That's why he was pushing for the health care reform. So he needs some help from the people. If we don't stand with folks who stand with us, then we are going to continually be berated out here in the society.
That's right.
It's a doggone shame, but all you know in the state of Missouri, that there was a study done about stops of black folks on the highways, discriminatory. It's a proven fact. So this is not no post-racial justice that's taking place. So we got to, for everybody who are freedom-loving people, black, white, we got to stand up for justice.
That's right.
So to that end, I want to be the very first one, and I know some other folks have made contributions, but I want to first, in terms of pledging from our organization, the Universal African People's Organization, $100 contribution, as well as we'll be forthcoming with some additional dollars. So is there anybody out there who want to follow your organization or individually with $100 donation or more? Anybody? Everybody don't have to rush up at the same time. Anybody? We know the times are tough, economically, but anybody want to make that sacrifice of making $100 or have someone else made $100 donation prior? All right, Barbara Chicherio has already put in $100. Give a round of applause to Barbara. Anybody else? All right, here's a. Oh, okay. All right, give it up for the brother for $20. We appreciate that. All right. Anybody else? We're moving on. Anybody got $100? Oh, it's not $100. All right. Everybody know that? All right. Everybody, whatever you can afford, 50 or what have you, you can bring it on up now. All right. We're seeing a lot of. Okay. All right. Hopefully everybody has signed in because we know everybody will make a contribution. They want to send a thank you note to everybody. Give yourselves a round of applause. So to that end, right now we want to bring Jerry who will do a legal update. Let's give a round of applause to Jerry.
Hit the bullhorn. You can't hear you, baby.
Hold the back.
On the button, hold it. Elston, you know what's going on. I'm kind of saying trial, the criminal charge is June 24th. Now, what I wanted to talk about here is I want to remind everyone that the criminal trial is a public event, and the public is invited to allowed to be there. That's the intent is to make sure that justice is done. The public is watching it. And to that end, I want to urge everybody to be there. Still, right?
60 minutes until public trial.
Exactly right. I'm attempting to be there. I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch. Everybody know what to do? Yes, sir. Second, the other thing I want to talk about is some other things that we might after that trial. Yeah, you're currently looking at what if the suing civil matter. But switching down. Mr. Gladney, Tea Party, to the extent that it's organized, we don't know how organized it is. And the people that back the Tea Party. The Tea Party likes to call itself progressive. It is what we really call an astroturf. That it is not really it's not the ground up. It's blasted. It's backed by powerful people. So they're on it. Starting with the right we're going to be looking at whether these organizations have provided material backing to first the Tea Party and to Mr. Gladney in general. We've heard a lot of talk today about how Elston is the brutality of what they want to do. Well, in a sense, poor Mr. Gladney is also not that that's on prison justice. The fact of the matter is, Mr. Gladney attacked Elston and Karen. Elston particularly. I know Elston. So we're going to look at whether we're going to be going after them. That's the only thing that they understand. And so we're going to be looking at that in the next few months, including what transpires in this criminal trial on June 24th. Pre-trial hearing that they also published and eventually lead to a trial. So I want to see everybody here upstairs here on that day.
How do you do? Actually, the pre-trial is going to be in Melville, Missouri at 6 o'clock, at 6:25. I mean, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock on June 25th, Melville, Missouri. Yeah, I need you all to be there. We're going back to Melville. Same place. Same place.
That goal is supporting Elston almost as much as putting money in that basket. Let me urge you all to be. I'm going to be there. That's what's going on. There will be more. We'll be hearing more about it.
Let's get Jerry Hand.
Let's get Jerry here. Thank you. Okay, let me just acknowledge another $100 contributor, Attorney Johnson. Let's give it up for Attorney Johnson, okay? From the Howard and Johnson Law Firm.